So,
And you're ready to go.
okay. Welcome everyone. Um, when you talk about giving conference talks to other people, most people say that they don't have anything to talk about. And I said the same in the past as well. And now I have given several talks already. I still consider myself a beginner speaker, but I realized that I do have something to talk about. And in this talk, I'm going to share some possible talk ideas, and I hope you will get inspired. So first, ask yourself, what do you do? What do you do at work? What is your daily job? How do you work? Which technologies are you using? Which ones are you writing or expanding? We very easily fall into the thinking that we don't do anything interesting, or that everyone already knows what we know. But that's not true. I can guarantee that you have a unique knowledge in lots of different areas, and talking about it will benefit others. The same applies to any project, like private projects you're working on or open source projects, like anything you're working on or using. Or think about which questions, problems, or challenges have you or someone in your team encountered. There's a high probability that many people have the same questions and are in need of getting them answered. So why not turn those discussions and solutions into conference talks? So next, maybe ask yourself, what do you want to learn more about? Have you ever read an article or watched a conference talk, but you wanted to learn more about the subject? Giving a talk is the perfect opportunity for you to get the topic, to get to know the topic in depth. You will always learn a lot in the process of writing a talk, way more than just using some library feature. Or maybe you learned about some interesting concept or language feature and you want to figure out how you can use it in your code. I always love to learn about real life examples of the new features. So that's why I personally also like to give talks that are more practice oriented. But don't think you need to be cutting edge to be giving a talk. The basics are very underrepresented at conferences, and most people don't use the new standards right away anyways. So consider talking about the basics. And as I said, not everyone has this knowledge, and many people will benefit from it. And tell us what excites you. Do you like the theory over examples? Then do a talk about theory. Do you like examples and live coding more than theory? Then do that. Do you want a discussion rather than a 1 hour monologue? That's also fine. A talk you're excited about will always be better than a talk that you don't care about. And there is an audience for every style of talk. Also, you can play around with those elements and find out what presentation style you prefer. It doesn't have to be perfect in the beginning. In fact, you shouldn't strive for perfection at all. Just give it your best and everything will be fine. And this, I think, is very important. Talk about your ideas. I can't tell you how often I had an idea and I talked myself out of it. It's only once I started talking about my ideas that I got some great feedback and encouragement. Others might also have a different viewpoint you can include in your talk, or they might know if there's already something similar out there. So talk about your ideas and gather some feedback and don't talk yourself out of it. And lastly, relax. Speaking might look intimidating and speakers might look like they know everything, but they are just normal people like you and me. Speaking is a skill and you learn and improve by doing it. So here's a summary of everything I just said. I hope you find something useful in it and you can take a screenshot here at this point if you want to. So just to summarize, what are you working on? Which libraries are you using or writing? Which open source projects are you using or working on? Which questions, problems, or challenges have you or someone in your team encountered? Consider talking about the basics. Don't assume everyone knows what you know. Talk about the things that you are excited about. Take your time to find your presentation style. Talk about your ideas and get some feedback. And in the end, relax and have fun. So all I can say is you can do it, try it out, you might like it, and I'm looking forward to see a lot of new speakers. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Tina.